Joining me now in Amsterdam is Eva Hennig from Thüga, which is the largest alliance of municipal energy providers in Germany, is that right?
Yes, it's the largest alliance of utility companies. They are all owned with a minority of Thüga, and the majority is owned by the cities. And they all do gas, electricity, district heating, water, wastewater, so they are the typical local utility company.
So tell me about the gas market then in Germany and how it is evolving at the moment.
Well, the gas market is a very huge market. 50% of the customers are connected to the gas grid for the heating. Of course, we deliver a lot of gas to the industrial consumers. It's a bit different in Germany to other countries because most of the large industrial consumers are also connected to the DSOs or not to the TSOs, as in other countries in Europe. And of course, we have a very good evolving CNG market. So we have cars driving with natural gas. We have about 900 CNG stations, which is a business which has been running for some time. And of course, we have a very, you could say, old biomethane economy. We have 10,000 biogas plants, of which more than 300 plants inject biomethane into the grid.
Germany wants to exit the coal market
Yes.
by, 2038? I mean,
Yes.
That's the absolute final day. So obviously it's hopes that it will be before then. I mean, well, interesting, you look like that. I mean, do you not think that's the case? Or?
No, it's just how the rules were discussed now, and we will see how the whole setting will be evolve in the next few years. And of course, it's important for the gas industry how then the electricity will be produced, because in the south we have to make sure that we also produce electricity, and that all the electricity has to be transported from the north to the south.
And do you think the market and the industry, actually particularly the gas industry, is set up to take advantage of this, but actually do it in a way which is very acceptable to its customers, its consumers?
You mean to pick up that the exit of the coal and the trans?
Yeah.
I think so. Yes, we have in the Thüga group where we don't have only production plants, so we do CHP, so we produce electricity and heat. And most of those plants are, of course, running on gas. We also have some coal plants, but we already started with the transition. So most of our companies who are still operating coal CHP plants are discussing how to move ahead into the future.
I mean, you mentioned the number of biogas plants that you have and the steps taken there. I mean, do you think the industry as a whole is doing enough to decarbonise? Is it doing enough quickly? How do you see it evolving?
I think that the gas industry in Germany has started to discuss the decarbonization quite early. So for example, we connected our first biomethane plant in 1988. So
Right.
we were one of the first ones in Germany, and we had the first power-to-gas plant injecting hydrogen in 2013 already. So there are many people around who have been discussing about how to decarbonize the gas sector. But at the moment, we had to dismantle our plant because we were not able to make money with that. So at the moment you lose money with every kilowatt hour of hydrogen you produce. So first the rules would have to change. We need to have a market for renewable gases. For example, if you consume renewable gas in your heating system, it doesn't make any difference in the energy efficiency calculation. So there is no incentive for regular customers to buy biomethane, and this is why the market is at the moment in the waiting phase.
So it's, as far as you're concerned, it needs to be a policy change.
Yes, we need to have a policy change to really give green or renewable gases a chance to be picked up by the industry and also by the normal residential consumers.
And I guess for investors as well.
For investors, they need to have stability. At the moment, most of the biogas plants have an incentive to produce electricity. So this is why they usually don't inject the gas into the gas grid. They just produce electricity from it, because then the renewable electricity is remunerated. But in time, this is getting less and less and less. And so these biogas plants now seek a future. So we're discussing how we can connect them to the grid more easily and find a way so they can keep on producing, because it would be a pity. They're already there and they have the feedstock, and this is why we would like to have them injecting into the grid.
And yet critics would say actually it's almost like the gas industry has almost missed the boat, because if you are investing or if you're changing policies, many people will then go for the pure renewables. They go, right, well, it's very acceptable to go solar or to go wind, and go for that instead and focus policies on that.
I wouldn't say that they missed the boat. It just if you only have a biogas scheme which is remunerating the production of electricity, and if you don't have a biogas scheme which is remunerating the injection of the biogas, you're starting on the wrong foot. So the gas industry, we always considered as being low carbon, because if you compare it to oil, so natural gas was already a lot better, and we invested a lot to connect customers and cities and the region to the gas grid. And when we started, unfortunately, the political situation was that everybody wanted to have electricity.
Yeah.
So everybody was debating about 100% electricity world, forgetting that, well, sometimes you don't have sun or wind, and that you especially have to have the swing through the seasons. And I think now we're coming back to a really good discussion, and we discuss about numbers. So people now are concentrating more on using the existing infrastructure instead of hoping for future investments and a future infrastructure.
Eva, it's very good to talk to you. We'll see how it pans out, particularly in Germany. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Thank you.